Greetings everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I've got a few interesting bits and pieces to show you. I've got a mini toolbox and some tools within it. This backstory behind this is somebody asked me if I could store a trailer for them, and in return I could have a pick of whatever was left in their shed that they didn't want. So I've got quite a few bits and pieces to show you, and we'll get on with it. First of all, I've got some. So yes, I've got some. First of all, I've got a Stilson, which I've only got one of this size, and this is a 24-inch Stilson. Quite a nice piece of kit. Needs a bit of a clean up and a bit of lubrication, but very nice piece of kit. A record 24, and here, which may be too big to show you on camera, is a 36-inch Stilson. Again, this one's in better condition. Again, a record, which I believe for you US viewers is Irwin. Now, I think Irwin bought record out a few years ago, and I have two of these. Really nice piece of kit. Won't have great deal of use for it, but very, very handy to have if necessary. One thing I have here, which is not in the box, nice lump hammer. Needs a new handle, but very, very nice. A nice heavy piece of kit. And I managed to get hold of this, a small battery charger. It's only a little 6 amp, but most useful for motorcycles, small batteries and trickle charging. I do have an Absar charger, which I've had for years and years and years, which is the bigger one. This one, however, most useful for, like I said, trickle charging. The other one I have is for starting cars and start charging. The large Stilsons are worth about £150 each, 150, 160 euros, and the smaller ones are about 20 to 30 pounds. So nice, and because these were free, I've got no problem with that. Once they're cleaned up, they'll be fine. And I have got, again, two woodworking clamps, which are really nice, brand spanking new. This one's even still got the plastic tie wrap on it from where the price was. I've got two of those to add to my collection. Always handy to have new clean ones, because you find they get glue on them and they're very difficult to move. Even after cleaning, the glue never seems to come off. What else? Something else interesting. I did have one of these years ago, but I ended up getting rid of it when I moved to this house. Regretted it, but again, a die set for BSP piping, full kit with all the bits and pieces, all 4 dies, and all the other things that are needed. Most useful piece of kit, especially when fitting airlines and things like that. Is absolutely brilliant. So again, very expensive piece of kit as well. I believe they're about £180 now to buy. So most useful and very expensive, which I wouldn't have bought without a definite need, but having it is brilliant. Now I asked for this little toolbox because I wanted somewhere to keep my drills, because they're all in 2 or 3 drawers at the moment, and I've also got some behind my pillar drill. Really nice. I thought once this had a coat of paint and tidied up a bit, it would make a nice home for all my drills, all the drill bits. So inside this, the top of this, I found another small Stilson. This one's an 18-inch Stilson. Again, another 10-15 pounds worth. Nice condition, really, really good. We've got an impact driver, complete with it. Whoops. Complete with its bits. It's got all its bits with it. I'll put those back in there. No doubt I'll drop them again, which is the norm. But brand spanking new impact driver. Handy for them brake jobs. And we got an adjustable crescent wrench. This one is a CK. Again, slightly larger than what I've got there. This is a 300mm one, or 12-inch. I think my standard one I've got in there is a 10-inch, and then I go straight to the slightly larger size, the 15. But again, very useful tools. And we've got a Taparia 15-inch crescent, or adjustable. Looks reasonable quality. Not much play in it, very little. Moves easy. Been well looked after by the look of it. Again, needs a clean up. Everything here needs a clean. Next thing, another Stilson. 350mm one. This one isn't a record, it's just drop forged. 350mm. Looks like it might be a German one. Again, the spring is good, and yes, it moves. Again, another clean up job. What else do we have? Small hammer, little pin hammer, ideal for tapping gaskets and all sorts of things. Just a job. And what have we got here? A Wera, made in Germany. Looks like it's one of those triple squares for Mercedes. I think I bought one of these for before. Handy to have a spare. I think I cut mine down. But, this, nice. And we've got 2 plug sockets. Standard one with the rubber insert. Don't like them much because the rubber inserts normally come out. And then I've got one here which is a bit of an oddball. It is a plug spanner, but the size on it is a bit weird. It says 10mm. Now that is never 10mm, that is closer to probably 14mm. So I'm not quite sure where that comes from. It's a Draper one, so we'll find out more about that. Got in here, oh, there's a key for something. Nice drill bit. A grease gun nozzle. Allen keys. Looks like a full set. Yep, and a couple of spares. Yeah, I've got 3 small ones and a full set metrics, large one, is a 10mm, and the smallest one looks like a 3mm or a 4mm. Yes, 4mm. So handy to have a set of long Allen keys. Very nice. 3 more drill bits. Need sharpening, but handy to have because you always break one. What else do we have? An old soldering iron. Seen better days by the look of it, but it'll clean up. Looks like a file cleaning brush, wire brush, and we've got a collection of, I think there's Zerk fittings for a grease gun, and then a pack of bolts, some PTFE plumber's tape, a couple of hose clamps, saw blades, a broken blade. Quite interesting, quite a few nice bits that can be used, and I'll clear some of this away and we'll get on to the other drawer. Okay, so cleared all that away. We've got what we've got in the next drawer. Got what's this? Rust converter. Well, that's handy to have. Red hematite gasket. A half-used anti-seize. Good news. And silicone lubricant. Okay. We've got some screwdrivers in here. This one. Oh, we've got a little Stanley. Nice little one. Fairly good quality. And we've got a Phillips. Looks like a fairly reasonable quality one. Can't read the name on it at the moment. But useful, just the same. And this is a Steadfast screwdriver, flathead, excellent. Pair of dividers. Yeah, unfortunately missing the little handle at the top. That's a bit of a pain. What have we got here? Brake spanner, a little square one. Looks like it's for minis. Made by Draper in Japan. Size 5/16 and quarter. 2 more brake spanners. Yep. These are definitely for minis. The Draper one, 11/32 and a quarter. And what's this one? Doesn't actually say the size on that one. A super slim. Oh. A couple of small spanners. What we got? Made in England. And this is again super slim. And this one, quarter, forged steel, and just says Taiwan, I think. And 5/16 with the same markings on it. Yeah, exactly the same, from the same set. Small set of Beta vice grips. They're handy. I haven't got a set that small. Useful. Scriber. Looks like it's needs a sharpen. Again, things to do. Small square check it later to see if it is square. If not, we'll make it. And ooh, there's that little knurled handle for the dividers. Brilliant. Try not to lose that. And we've got a deburring tool. That's handy because I don't have one of these. Looks pretty good and sharp. Brilliant. And a set of feeler gauges. These are in thousandths. Yeah, these are thousandths, so they're not metric. 2 thousandths to 35. Brilliant. And that's it for that drawer. Now we've got the bottom drawer, and in here we've got some interesting bits and pieces. We've got a pair of tin snips, straight ones. Another set of tin snips, but they're the curved ones for cutting to the left, I think. They're the ones that are missing out of my set, so that's excellent. We've got a spare straight and a left-hand cutting. Got some files here. That'll go with the old file comb that I've got up there. Looks like a fairly decent file. Still sharp. And we've got here a chrome file. A Swix. Again, oh, very nice. Nice and sharp. I don't think it's ever been used. It's still in the packet. Really, really nice. Nice file to have. No handle. Needs a handle. Then we've got a small file. That's nice. Has it got a safe edge? Yep, it's got a safe edge as well. Very nice. Just a job. And snap ring pliers. Well, they work as well. In need of a bit of lubrication. But look like fairly good quality. Oops. These need a bit of work by the ends, but they're interchangeable by the look of it, so that'll be useful. Oh, a couple of pairs of pliers. I don't think there's anything. I think these are just generic pliers, nothing exciting, no branded, but still useful to, if need be, to bend up or whatever to get into awkward places. A couple more files. Yeah, a half round and a flat file. Yeah, half round looks a cheap one, but there we are. Now we have another small pair of pointy nose pliers and a pair of side cutters, which haven't been used that much. The blade seems to be meeting in the middle. Try those and clean those up. Now we've got some punches. Oh, look out. We've got 3 brand new blades. Oh, Eclipse ones as well. Brilliant. Hacksaw blades. How many teeth does it say? 18 teeth per inch. So, they're all 18s? Yeah, they're all 18s. So we've got 3 of those. Excellent. Now, oh, set of punches. They look half decent. Been used, but a little bit of dressing around the top, and they'll be as good as new. There's a full set. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. That one's been used quite a bit. Sort of mushroomed over on the end. That'll need cleaning. And we have got a draper punch set with the rubber handles, 3 of them. So I think we've got half a hacksaw blade which has been pointed down. So what we call that, excellent bits and pieces. There's one more thing I want to show you that I got. I'll just put these away. And finally got a 6-inch vise. Again, a record. Huge thing. Really heavy. It's got the auto adjust on the side there so that you can open it and close it without winding it and winding it. The jaws are fairly square, will need a bit of a filing, but as a vise goes, very nice. This one is in quite good condition, it just needs a coat of paint really, and to clean these off a little bit, but it hasn't been abused, unlike the one I have on my bench, which is the same size, but you have to do about 5 turns on the handle to get it to start to close. This, on the other hand, is pretty much, whoops, sorry, this on the other hand is pretty much there straight away. So again, looked online to see if I could find one of these, and they're 250 to 300 pounds, maybe 350 euros, and just for the sake of a coat of paint, it's functioning, and what a mega piece of kit. So all in all, if I totted up all the things that I got for free, there's nearly 1,000 euros worth of stuff here. Yes, okay, some of it is in need. There is one other thing that I did get, which I'm saving for another video for you, and it's something I didn't have in the workshop. It's going to be most useful, and I shall be doing a small refurbishment video on that so that I can get it up and running and working. So we'll wait till next week and you'll see what I've actually got. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please tickle the like button, because that'll make me smile, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.